What's up, y'all? Another video here on narcissistic personality disorder. I'm out exercising. I just took a little break in the shade because it's really hot out here. I normally get out early. You shouldn't exercise midday when it's hot because you could pass out and different things. So I try to pace myself. If it gets too hot, I take a break and I sit in the shade and cool off. Then I resume my workout. So, happy hump day. What's good, y'all? Today is Whistleblower Wednesdays. I want to talk about one of the main signs that you're dealing with a narcissist. And this really, to me, this is my opinion. This is like one of their main strongest characteristics, okay? Narcissists, toxic people in general. Now, I've dealt with many toxic people. I'm surrounded by narcs. I've attracted them all my life. I've been fighting these motherfuckers off my back all my life. You know, I'm finally at a place in my life where I feel peaceful. Last year, I had to get rid of 2 narcissistic, sociopathic men, and really like get a hold of myself and say, okay, enough is enough, yo. You can't keep doing this with life. You really, you know, and I'm grateful. Both of those experiences from last year, it just taught me more game and more lessons that will help me to help other people about sociopaths and narcissists. So I don't regret that shit whatsoever. And that's why God uses me as a vessel to pump this info out to you guys. Okay, I don't mind being transparent. I don't care what my haters got to say. I don't give a fuck if any of my exes are watching. They can sit up and say, I'm bitter, I'm not over them, fuck them. I'm doing just fine. My job, this is my life purpose, to take my life experiences, use them as a lesson to help other people, to educate, because this is some wicked shit. This is some wicked narcissistic personality disorder. It's nothing more than the Jezebel spirit. It's demonic. It's spiritual warfare. It's a spiritual and moral disorder. That's all it is. The personality disorder part is the medical term for it. But when we get into the Bible and we get into the spiritual part of it, it's very spiritual, because these people have no empathy. They target, they're predators. They target people, really good people, and they use and break people. And they discard you like trash, and then they repeat this with any and everyone that will allow them access. And they cannot accomplish this without the help of a team. Every narcissist has a circle of enablers, whether it's their mother, father, family members, their siblings, a baby mother, a baby father, toxic friends. They stay surrounded by a group of enablers. They cannot operate and function unless they have an army, a team of people around them. They need an assistant, an accomplice, okay? So what I want to talk about in this video is one of the main, strongest characteristics of a narcissist. And, you know, hopefully by you identifying this early on, when you're getting to know this individual, whether you're dating them, whether it's a friendship, a business proposition, because narcissists operate everywhere. They're in our education system. They're teaching our kids. They're pastors in churches. They're in corporate America. They're politicians. We are surrounded by these bastards. And more so, they're deep in our family. If you just sit one day and pick apart all the personalities of everyone in your family, immediate and distant, you're going to find several narcs. I promise. They're there. You just missed them. They hid underneath your nose, but they're there, I promise. You know, and if you're the only person in your family that seems to see that there's a huge problem and everyone is oblivious to it, And then, they distance themselves, or they treat you like you're not welcome to the family, or you always feel that they're gossiping or treating you funny, and they're very cliquish. They always got their own type of cult at all the family events. That's because you are the anointed one of the family. You are, I like to say this all the time, you are the Moses of the family. Okay, you were the appointed and the anointed one that God directed to break that generational curse. So you got the weight of the world on your back. That's why you are constantly under attack. You have an assignment. No one else in your family is going to break this shit. You are. That's why you are constantly being attacked and gang stalked by narcissists, always had in the past. But now you're coming into understanding why it's happening and how to handle this in the future. Narcissists, my experience with every last narcissist in my life, whether it's mother, father, sister, boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever, I've lost a lot of friendships behind these people. Narcissists are inconsistent. Very inconsistent. That's the FedEx truck. They are so ghetto. These young guys that be driving these delivery trucks are so hood. Narcissists, toxic people in general, they have a very bad habit of being inconsistent. And this is the number one sign. This is why you got to take your time getting to know people. Don't be so quick to sleep with somebody. When you're out on a date, don't be, and you sitting there and this person's trying to, impress you and all this talking, and they bashing their exes to you, and all my exes are crazy, and yeah, I do this at my job, and I used to be this. They bragging and stuff. That's what narcs do. Narcs have to turn up the charm and the love bombing to impress their intended target. Okay, don't get caught up in that shit. And whatever you do, don't tell them that you were abused in the past. Predators love to sit there. Predators prey on wounded people. You feel me? So if you have any type of abuse, any type of hardship, anything from your past, and you're a genuine, open-hearted person, open mind. You love conversation, and you might get caught up with just telling this person about all the obstacles you've had to surmount in your past, whether you were molested, raped, beat up, bullied all your life, whatever. You don't never tell nobody any of this information in the beginning, because that's what a predator is looking for. A predator is filling you out for all your vulnerabilities. So they're sitting there like, okay, you used to be bullied, you used to be beat up, you used to be body shamed, you was molested by your stepfather, your mother mistreated you, oh, you was bullied in high school. Okay, so they're gonna take all this information and store it in the back of their head. And what they're gonna do, they're gonna work on getting you hooked. They're going to date you. They're going to treat you so good in the beginning. They're going to romance you. They're going to put on this whole front. They're wearing a mask the whole time. But I promise, once they get you hooked, they're going to get you behind closed doors, and they're going to start to devalue you. And they're going to try. They're not going to try. They're going to do it. They're going to outsmart and out-top every abuser in your life. They want to be the number one abuser. They want to do the most damage that anyone has ever done. They want the trophy. They want to be that number one abuser. So they're going to take everything that you talk to them and confide in them, and they're just going to use it against you. All your vulnerabilities, all your insecurities, the narc will expose it and use it against you. The bottom line is this: they cannot stay consistent with their behavior. If they were romantic and charming and charismatic and loving and doting in the beginning, all that behavior is going to halt once they get you. If you have a friendship, I've had many fake bitches, okay? I ain't dropping no names. I had fake bitch with a lot of money. I've had millionaire female friends. I was friends with a female who was married to a big time rapper. Me and her was really cool, and I had to cut her off because she was cool in the beginning. She was buying me stuff. I didn't ask her to do nothing. I don't use people for material things. I don't need nothing. I'm good. I'm independent. We would hang out and stuff. And she was extra bougie and showing off. But then she was doing things behind my back once we became deep into our friendship. And she was setting me up to get fucked up. She was setting me up to get played and used and abused by someone she set me up to go out on a blind date with. Some real grimy shit, y'all. So once she exposed her character and I found out that her and this other person that she set me up with was gossiping and setting me up and playing me, I got rid of her. That person she pretended to be in the very beginning did not match her character behind closed doors. She is a narcissist. This is where I'm going with this, y'all. When you're dating people and they put on their best foot forward, don't sit up there and be impressed by what you hear. Of course, they're gonna lie and put on their best face and everything. And they want you to spill your life story because they're gonna sit there and pick apart your vulnerabilities. They're gonna pick apart everything. And later down the line, when they got you hooked, they're gonna take everything and use it against you, throw it in your face to abuse you. If you go to church, your pastor, and there's many fraudulent pastors out here that are in mega churches. Yeah, they might have a holy, wholesome image, a beautiful family, all of that in the community. But then behind closed doors, they're molesting young teenage boys and doing corrupt shit, stealing from the churches. What does that say? There's a pattern of inconsistent behavior. Or like another pastor I just learned of recently, I will not repeat his name. He's got a beautiful family, but he's got mad side chicks. He just had a baby out of wedlock. So he's a narcissist. The narcissists are in the churches. They're everywhere. Or we got school teachers, portraying to be good to the community and to their classroom, but behind closed doors, they're engaging in child pornography. Same with law enforcement. So narcissists are everywhere. They portray a good persona to the public eye and when they go to work, but when they get behind closed doors, they're a completely different person. So that's where the inconsistency comes in. So when you're in a romantic relationship with someone, the moment this person is inconsistent, that's the FedEx truck again. They went around the block. They cursing now. They came back a second go round. Listen, y'all, the moment, don't play with this. The first time, not the second, not the fifth, not the 10th, the first time someone shows you inconsistency with their behavior, if they portrayed themselves to be something in the beginning, and let's be very clear, they're pursuing you. You never asked them for their motherfucking number. You wasn't checking for them. You didn't look them up. They not even your type. You's a happy, giddy, go lucky person. You happy with life. You can be happy on your own. You're successful. You never needed this motherfucker. They looked you up. They targeted you. They chased you and hunted you down. But trust me, when the end of the relationship get here, they're going to act fly and act like you the one was chasing them and you the one heartbroken and fucked up over them. They ain't shit, y'all. Inconsistency. Run at the first sight of an inconsistent red flag. Peace out, y'all. I love you.